Hello, brothers and sisters. I want to welcome you back to this very wonderful session. This is an examination, and this is CAT2. Remember, we did the first CAT last month, and as I said, most of the students passed very well. And I want to encourage you to do the same in this paper. And in case you want to take this exam and you do not take the first CAT, it's not possible. So the requirement is for you to take the second CAT, you must have taken the first CAT. Now, just to take you through the examination, of course you have to submit your exam just the same way you did last time in the first CAT. Ensure that those of you send on the email, make sure you do so, and those who send on WhatsApp and Facebook, also use the same method to do so. And remember, you have to type your exam, because as I mentioned, it is a computerized form of marking. So if you don't type, definitely you'll give us hard time to convert, so that the computer might be able to recognize the answers to give you the marks at expected time. So this exam comprises of two sections. It has section A and section B. Section A is all about theory. I'm going to test you on some of the vocabularies that we have learned, some of the very important elements in sign language that we have learned. So on section A, we have 8 questions, and we have also section B, which is all about receptive, that you should be able to understand the sign language when someone is signing. So the section B has also 3 parts. It has part A, B, and C. Part A of section B is about finger-spelled words. So there are words I'm going to finger-spell so that you write what it means. Then the other one, 2 of the same section, is about signed words. So there are selected words here that I'm going to sign so that you can be able to write them on the paper. And then lastly, I also have here signed sentences. And remember one thing, the one I mentioned in preparation for an examination, that when it comes to writing an exam in English, make sure you follow the order, the English order, the grammar of English. So make sure that when you write the answer, especially those ones in sentences, in sentence form, make sure you check the grammar order of that sentence you have just written. Now, section A, the first question of section A is name 5 elements of a sign as discussed in class. Name 5 elements of a sign as discussed in class. Question number 2, name 3 members of the deaf community as discussed in the Kenyan Sign Language course book. Name 3 members of the deaf community as learned in class. Remember, we talked about members of the deaf community, what make up a deaf community. So we discussed all those things. So write 3 members of the deaf community. Question number 3, explain the meaning of the following terms as used in sign language. Explain the meaning of the following terms as used in sign language. Number 1 of the same question, what is the meaning of the word language? What is the meaning of the word language? Number 2, I mean, what is the meaning of the word place of articulation? The location of articulation. Explain the meaning of place of articulation. Place of articulation is also called location of articulation. Number 3, the meaning of the word orientation. What is orientation? Then lastly, on that question number 3, we have what's the meaning of the word non-manual features? We proceed. Question number 4 of section A. Name 3 aspects of movement as discussed by the teacher. When we were discussing movement, we mentioned 3 aspects of movement. So the question is all about that you name 3 aspects of movement as discussed by the teacher. Question number 5. Describe how the word eat is signed to eat. Describe how the word eat is signed to eat, to take food. To take food. So how do you describe that word eat? Question number 6 of section A. List 3 components. List 3 components that you should consider when studying fluency in sign language. We talked about fluency and we talked about components of fluency. So the question is all about that you list 3 components that one should consider when studying fluency in sign language. Question number 7 of section A. Give 2 reasons why a signer should appropriately select words during a dialogue. I repeat. Give 2 reasons why a sign language teller, a signer, should appropriately select the words during a dialogue. The last question of section A, that's question number 8. State and explain. State and explain 5 challenges facing education sector in Kenya. I repeat. State and explain 5 challenges facing education sector in Kenya in promotion of good standards in schools for the deaf. I repeat question number 8. State and explain 5 challenges facing education sector in Kenya in promotion of good standards in schools for the deaf. Now that's question that's question number 8. I've given you 8 questions on section A. Section A is all about theory. So those are the 8 questions on that section. We go to the last section. That's section number B. The first one is finger-spelled words. Finger-spelled words. The first word I'm going to finger-spell. Number 1. Which word is that? Write on the paper. The next word, we are talking about finger-spelled words, so I've done the first one. The second one, which word is that? Capture it on a paper. The next word, that's number 3 on finger-spelled words. Which word is that? The next word, That's the word. Write on the paper. The next one, the next word to be finger spelled. That's the word. The next one, the next word, which is the last one on this section of finger spelled words. That's the word. That is the word, and that's the last words on that section of finger spelled words. We go to the next one. These are the signed words. When it comes to signed words, look at my facial expression, look at my body movement, and get the meaning of the word that I'm going to sign. The first word, which word is that? The next word, again, which word is that? The next one on the signed words, the next word is which word is that? The next one, which word is that? The next word, I repeat, that's the word. Then lastly, the last word, that's the word. So those are the 6 words on signed words. We go to the last section of this examination, which is signed sentences. I'm going to sign 2 times. Every sentence I'll sign 2 times. So look at me carefully and get the meaning of what I'm going to give and write it on the paper. So the first sentence, again, that's the first sentence of the last section. The second sentence, we go.